What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are tuned in, sitting in your seats. You got your popcorn ready because we have a nice and proper good 5 minutes with our boy. Now, let me go through some accolades. I'm going to go through some quick accolades. This is a former store owner out in Australia. He was running the show for a long time in Australia. He decided to put that away and to don a new title, which is now the Lego News correspondent out of Australia right now. He's currently in the UK, correct?
Currently, right now, it is late in London, so you're welcome.
Late in London. Terrible. We're terrible people. We're going to say hello to our one and only friend, Rick James. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? How's it going, guys?
Yeah,
Thanks
bro,
for having me. I appreciate it. You love my lovely background. I know it's not Lego, it's the bed head of the bed that I'm currently sitting in.
I kind of prefer
That's why
the background.
The computer's like sitting on the bed, and every time I laugh, it just vibrates. So I apologize.
Oh my gosh! Thanks for having us in an intimate setting. We appreciate it.
Of course. Just let you know, I'm not wearing pants, so and I'm just doing that for you guys. So
Just
Okay, well, it is nighttime over there, so
just gonna keep the camera from here up, just here up. So.
Yep, save your life, Rick. Save your life. Don't
the
pan the
last time
camera.
this forward, we'll have to cut it off.
Man, I didn't realize how grey I am. This camera is not doing me any justice. Look at this.
Hey, man, join the club, man.
You will know how great it is.
Join the club, man. Ever since I was messing with Mel, all this started to get in.
I know it's Mel, man. Mel's the problem. You know, I had hair, and then I started talking to Mel, and now look, I don't know what you want me to say.
Apparently, I'm good right now. I'm good for now.
So with the Lego news, do you want to talk about how we have another Lego Masters season in Australia?
Yes. So let's jump right into that. So Lego Masters Australia has been on radio silence for a long time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're trying to hit you with a big one, right? And granted, I might be biased because I feel like I've seen this before, but please elaborate.
Oh, you throwing shade at Australia, man. What's going on here? It's this. I feel it. I'm in UK and I'm feeling that shade right now. So I heard. So we're in June now. So July last year, I heard the rumor that they were going to slim down the season, like slim it right down. So obviously, I'm friends with people that work on the show and a few of the Lego Masters contestants. I heard they were going to slim it down to 4 episodes, but I didn't realize it was going to be 3 contestants per team until certain people who work on the show advised me what's been happening in the background. Now, from my understanding is that the episodes cost a lot of money to make, over $1 million Australian dollars, which seems to make sense to me. But in reality, I don't know, because they're recycling the same stuff, right? Like it's the same contestants. I did bring in US contestants, obviously, you know, but there's a common consensus, and we were chatting about this earlier, that this seems to be a white season. So it looks like we're having another white season here in Australia. So
I'm glad you said it because I didn't want to be that guy.
I can say it. So you'll cop hate from everybody, but I can say it, so it's fine. But you guys will cop hate straight away, right? The internet's brutal like that. But I don't know. This, to me, it's a shame that they've cut it down to 4 episodes. It's also a shame that we're not seeing like other people that haven't been on the show before. Maybe get other Lego Masters contestants from around the world. Maybe why haven't they chosen Corey? Corey won Christmas.
Yeah.
We got Crystal. Like, so why didn't we get Corey? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I don't exist.
Stop saying bad things. Stop saying bad things online. Stop saying Lego Masters is terrible.
I think Corey's win was an upset because they probably went in with their cards or their money on one contestant, and Corey came in with the upset. So I don't think that's why they don't have plans for Corey, because Corey wasn't supposed to win that cup. They had Corey counted out.
When
Corey won that cup.
Well, do you guys think that Lego Masters is staged?
I feel like it's scripted, right? I feel like that, and I'm trying. Well, yeah, I feel like it's when they do the casting, they already know who they want to be the winner, and they already know, how the story that they're going to tell. If you look into Plan B invests in scripted television. So there's no way that Plan B put their money into this project because that's the investment that they make, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like during casting, and here's some of the questions that they ask you is that, oh, what's your life story? Tell us something that's real dear to you. Tell us, are you real close to your son, or did you have a traumatic death? Oh, you're getting ready to get married. Oh, you're newlyweds. Oh, you getting ready to have a baby. Let's keep that a secret. So people don't want to.
So it's funny you say this, right? Because season 2. So when season 1 of Lego Masters Australia rolled around, I was quite unwell at the time. But now, I'm fine now. But back then, I was quite unwell. And then season 2 rolled around, and they asked me to be a part of it, and they asked me to apply like the regular people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That exact line of questioning is the exact same they ask in Australia.
Yeah.
What's your secret? Who have you lost in your life? Who upsets you the most? Are your parents alive? I don't know. What's the color of your dog? Like all these sort of weird questions, right? Now, obviously, it's building a narrative. Now, on my season that I was meant to be a part of was a contestant called Annalise and a contestant called Runa. Now, Runa no longer builds with Lego. Now, read into that what you will. After that season, she decided to put down the bricks and she no longer touches Lego. So you can read into what you want to read into that. So maybe you can have a look later, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't understand. Now, I'm going to clear this up. I hike with Geordie, so Geordie from Flash Geordie. I hike with him every week. I love him. He's one of my friends. He's like a brother to me. I like Alex. Alex is really good to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're still doing the same formula. Why are we getting lazy? Why hasn't it changed?
Why you got?
Why don't we?
Like
why? Alex. Now, I love Alex. Alex is the most amazing human you'll ever meet. She's one of the most down-to-earth people you ever meet. Now, last time they announced it, I think it was last season or the season before, Alex has been seen on more hours of Lego Masters than any other contestant on the planets.
There you go. See?
On the planets.
Yeah.
Now, just think about it. It was like a stupid amount of hours or something. They announced it. Hamish announced it one season. I forget which one it was, but he did. Now, she'd be up at 800 hours or something stupid now, right? She'd be up somewhere stupid.
Okay.
Why is she back?
Right. I mean, because
After Alex,
you got well over 100 Lego Masters. Why are you picking the same?
Why
are you picking?
There's a lot of people. I don't understand why Billsy hasn't been back. I don't understand. Billsy would like to go back now. I don't know why he hasn't been chosen back. That's obviously something going on in the background.
Yeah.
Kale has been on it multiple times. Alex has been on it too many times. You've had Trent, who's been on it now 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Floyd's been on Christmas and she's back, which is fair. It is what it is. I get Jackson and Alex, but I don't understand. I don't want to upset these people because they're my friends, but I don't understand why it's been the same. I don't understand. Yeah. There's obviously a reason behind it. Obviously, it's monetary value behind it. Obviously, there's reasons like that. But I don't understand, like I said, why is it a white season? Right. It's a very white season.
And let's get to that, because you can say if you got a couple American contestants that are minorities, not just the black ones. You got Hispanic ones. So and forget America, forget the U.S. one. You got Asia. Asia got one. And I'm sure I'm missing some more. You got this one.
There's so much talent out there. This is a sore point for me is Corey, and I'm not just saying that because he's my friend. I'm saying it because for me, he won Christmas. Why aren't we using Corey?
Right.
If it's best of the best, why aren't we using Corey?
Right. So, he won a cup.
Why aren't we using Corey?
Let me jump in. So I was looking, and so Australia has done a Lego Masters every year since 2019.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, and sometimes 2 a year.
Sometimes 2 a year. So they've been very consistent. And their gimmick for the last, I want to say, I believe since 2022, I think the gimmick was basically, all new teams and everything. And then after that, they started doing the World Cup. They started doing, bringing other international characters or international contestants in there. So that's when they started doing that, and they haven't went back to that old formula. Yeah. And when they announced their season 8, this is their season 8. When they announced it, and we saw the teams, this is the first time they're doing a 3-person team. Outside of celebrity and stuff like that.
It's different.
it's a slightly different format, but like you said, it's the same people. Like
Right.
when I looked at it, I'm like, all right, I've seen these faces, and these faces look exactly the same.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same. So it looks like it was all like filmed in 1 year, and then they're just pushing it out.
It looks
year
like a
after year.
rerun. It looks like a rerun. It
It
does.
looks like a rerun, and I'm not 100% sure as to why they continually use the same people. And our Lego Masters, like US version, we didn't have Lego Masters last year, so we went a full year without a Lego Masters.
We actually went 2 years without, because then we skipped one. They skipped one. Like they skipped 1 year. We wanted to set. They skipped 1 year, and then they continued on. And then this is the second year that they didn't do one.
Right. So it's I mean, it's a head scratcher, man. As far as me is concerned, I told this to Mel, and I'm not afraid to say this.
Yeah.
I'm the only Black Lego Master champion in the world.
You are.
I'm aware. I pay attention. And this is the thing, right? To me, I don't know. To me, I know Lego Masters Australia costs a lot of money to make, but obviously it doesn't, because they film the US Masters here now. So you can't tell me that they couldn't spring you to come over.
Yeah, they could. Michelle's over there, so
I don't know Michelle personally. I don't know her personally. I've interacted with her on Instagram when we had the business. Like I don't know her personally, but I don't. How can I word this without upsetting a lot of people? I don't understand what the reasoning is behind it, considering the fact that you've won Christmas. You're talented.
Yeah.
Like, are we playing a reality show that's going to be champions versus champions, or are we playing a scripted television show?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what it looks like to me.
She won one of the. She and Crystal won.
Yeah, they won the.
Ever won, internationally. So I could see them leaning towards her. And again, it's all about.
I could say a spoiler, but a lot of I'll probably get sniped out of the window. Just gotta watch out for the laser. I could drop some spoilers right now, like who maybe wins Lego Masters. Well, maybe know that already, but like, and I also know who doesn't reach the finale. So like, I could just drop that and then get where's the laser? Just
what's so blatant about it is that they, Crystal Michelle came on and they did the international show and they won, right? So then the following season, they made it a point to, all right, we're going to eliminate the U.S. teams first.
Yeah.
So
it was a black Lego Master team.
It was the black Lego Master, and then it was Nick. It was Nick and Stacy. So like, who was a cup owner? So it's like, dude, like, nah. That brings back to my next point is that how you got this potentially Lego designer for Lego, and they drop out in the second round of Australia Lego Masters. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, so that's and I'm gonna tell you some tea, Rick. Is that they were heavily pursuing me for that international show. I was told that that I probably had too much of a big axe to grind because I was hungry for the land. And they took the easy way out because they figured that the American girls would be easier versus some male contestants.
Well, let's be honest, right? Like, if someone like me or you gets on Lego Masters, they can't show half the stuff we're going to say on camera. You know that straight away. Like, my filter, boom, see you later. Like, even now I'm struggling to not filter in a few bad, really bad words. It's just...
That's what I was told. Like, hey, look, you need to talk trash because these people are going to talk trash. I said, I talk so much trash, I'll make somebody quit.
And, like, at the end of the day, it's blatantly obvious that they've taken the easy route because we've got Alex and Trent, and, we've got people that have been on the show before, even Geordie, Yeah. Like, I know for a fact back in the day, they wanted Geordie and Miller as a team back on, but Miller didn't want to do it. And I know that, right? So now you look at the bigger picture, it's just like, well, Miller works for Lego now. Miller lives in Denmark. So, like...
Yeah.
I had a problem.
I'll be surprised if Lego Masters Australia survives after this season. I don't see it going any. I think it's done. Like,
I thought that like, and me and Corey had this talk, and it says like, hey, look, what now that Fox Lego Masters have moved production to Australia, what happens to it? And I told him, I said, I think they killed the show, and then they put their Australia show into the America market. Because at this point, they really don't care. They really don't care. I'm gonna tell you, they really don't care for that show.
So I heard a rumor. Well, I heard a rumor. Well, I heard a rumor Lego's going to start their own streaming service. That's what I heard.
Nah.
So I heard it's going to be backed by Netflix.
A while ago
Mhm.
that they were going to do a streaming service, and then they would possibly do like Lego Masters competition on that streaming service. So they
Yeah.
would just have random people do the Lego Master experience, and they may just retire the show altogether. That's
Well,
something
if
that I heard, but that was
the
years
rumors
ago.
are true, well, if the rumors are true and the Australian season cost $1 million Australian dollars to make, it makes sense why this season has got Bluey, I know, Jurassic World. I forget what the other two things are, but there's like every episode's a themed episode. Now, obviously, Warner Brothers is paying in for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bluey is an Australian TV show, but Disney owned the rights to that because the guy who sold Bluey sold it to like our television network that's owned by the government, right? So he's made no money off Bluey. Like, it's Disney, right? So Disney's obviously playing for Bluey.
Mhm.
Now, you look at the bigger picture, right? It's a one big ad. And when they were filming the other seasons, Kmart would be sponsored. Now, Kmart in Australia is a beast. It's like massive.
Okay.
Kmart would pay for that advert, right? So, like,
Okay.
the companies are paying to be advertised on the show. Now, has Australian run out of money to put on that show? Probably, because the world economy is in the toilet. So, like, I don't know. Like, and I know the US season was paid towards the end. Lego America was paying for it. The advertisers weren't covering it. So, like, what's happening here? Now, to me, if you're only going to show 4 episodes, you might as well just kill the season.
Yeah.
Like,
That's not a full
like,
season.
you're not bringing in new characters. You're not being like Big Brother, where every year you're pumping out new characters. Like, we need new characters to come in. Now, have they capped out of characters in Australia? No. But are they being lazy? Absolutely, because it's easy to bring old contestants.
Yeah, because you don't have to train them. You don't got to do none of that. You just
You don't have to do anything, bro.
No. So you saying that this season is only 4 episodes?
4 episodes. That's all it is. 4 only.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know, I think it's an elimination either starting from the first episode or the second one, because I know who gets eliminated and I know who ends up in the finale.
Okay.
And I know who wins already. So, like you know, like, if you're around the circuits,
I'm gonna tell you, Rick, you could go ahead and ramble names if you want to do. That's a beast that you're gonna have to slay. I don't care about it because I'm gonna put it. Whatever you say, I'm airing.
Oh my god!
Look, I don't know. It's not a good 5 minutes. I know it's probably going to be a proper full podcast episode, so that's fine. But also, too, like, I know if I release the names, the Brick Man will fly from Australia to meet me in the UK and punch me in the face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because me and Brick Man are quite tight. Because one of my first Lego jobs was working for him. Right, I used to work for him before he became the superstar.
Yeah, don't strain your friendship. That's a good.
So, like, I know that, like, Brickman will take me out. Like, I know that would happen. I'd be dead meat, but it is what it is, right? Like, but I understand why people like you and Corey are upset. I get it.
Yeah,
because you guys are not recognized. Like, how can we go? This is what I don't understand, especially with the state. I never get into politics because it starts fights. Now, especially with the state of the world that's in right now, it's spicy. We know that it's very like, it's us versus them right now. That's the world we're in right now.
Yeah.
Because we're in that kind of mentality, why aren't we choosing people of different race and color to be on Lego Masters?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, I'm gonna tell you, Rick, that I'm so hurt that I feel like I feel disenfranchised in that I don't want to rep a Lego Master ever again.
I don't blame you.
I mean, I'm still be a part of my Lego community and be a part of Lego because that's forever. But I feel like, and that's some of the reasons, Corey, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's some of the reasons why I don't do a lot of shows as a Lego Master. Because it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow because I feel like we're Lego Masters forgotten children.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And, you know, that's coming from somebody with my skin color. Now, if I'm recognizing it and I understand and I can see you're hurt, why can't the producers of this trailer? Now I know I'm not friends with the producers of Australia. I know DMAC. I've met him. He's a very, how can I say this without getting myself into trouble? He's a very interesting person.
Yeah.
You know, you either love him or hate him. Like there's no in between, right? Now, he's been in television for like 100 years. He's like the oldest man in TV. So he would know what he's doing.
Yeah.
There's people in Australia that look like you and Corey. So why aren't we representing people that look like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the reality, right? Like now I saw the one that you guys did at Brickworld saying there's no minifigs that look like you. It's all yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
I got told
let's
I
break.
need to go back to being a bike cop. That's what I was told.
Now let's break this down, right? So we do Chinese New Year sets. What color are the minifigs? Yellow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's stopping for them from, besides making NBA sets or soccer sets or some sport related stupid Lego set? It's not that hard to put in different shades in a box.
No,
It's not.
it's not.
It's not.
It doesn't cost them any more money.
Mm-mm.
They
Don't.
they put an orange brick separator in every big
In
set.
every set.
In every
Dude,
big
I had a tube and it's still at the store on my desk, right? I had this old like vase, right? And it was massive. We were probably 6 or 7 feet tall. That thing was full, dude. That was so full because when I'd build a set and put one in there, it was full to the brim. Now you're telling me that you can do that, but you can't put in shade?
Yeah.
Or you can't. Like you're charging $1,000 for a Lego set and you still put stickers inside?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. And then
Like, bro, like,
yeah, there's nothing.
read the room, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's money there, and I know I'm probably going to burn a lot of bridges. This is what happens, you know, on me. I don't give a shit. But it's like, at the end of the day, we're not everyone looks like me.
Yeah. Yeah. The world is different. The world is,
and I already know that my skin color is an advantage. I know that.
Mhm.
So, like, why can't, like, for us to have these difficult conversations, companies like Lego need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, and people that work at Lego are different colors as well.
It's crazy because like when Lego Masters had started, like on our side, I don't know about Australia, but on our side, our season, they didn't want nothing to do with Lego Masters until after it aired and the sales in the US went up, and then all of a sudden it started changing.
Lego Masters Season 1, and I'll tell you this story, right? Because I know this for a fact. So I get this frantic phone call from a producer who no longer works on the season. Rick, we need Lego. I'm like, what do you need? Lego doesn't want to help us. I'm like, what do you mean they don't want to help you?
Yeah.
Season finale of Lego Masters, there's a reason why there's so much roller coaster track, because they asked me, what is the one set that you have a lot of? I said, bucket wheel excavators, and I have 10261, I think it's 10261, roller coaster. We have tons. Yet we'll buy all of them. They brought those two sets, they parted them out, and they put them in the brick pit. That's why there's so many gears and like roller coaster parts, because it came from my store. I know this. They spent $12,000 with me for Lego Masters.
Wow.
So I know, right? So I know what Lego didn't want nothing to do with it. And then as soon as it exploded, Lego were like, oh, look how good we are.
Yeah. But I think you're right, though. Mm-hmm. I think you're right, though. Like at a certain point, I think Lego has to step in. Like the BAM situation, the situation with Lego Masters, I think you have to step in, because even though it's not your company, like you don't own that company, they're still using your product.
So I have massive thoughts about what happened with bricks and minifigs, and I have to be careful because no one wants to be sued. So the thoughts that Corey, Mel, and I are the thoughts of our own, and nothing to do with Lego. So I'm putting that out there. It's nothing to do with Lego. It's Corey, Mel, and I that we're talking about it. Now, as a brand awareness for Lego not to step in, to me, is a PR disaster. To me, that's really bad, because at the end of the day, I've got Lego tattoos. Like, I love Lego like anyone else, right? But at the end of the day, why did they let a company who they supply Lego to, now they have every store has a Lego account. Now, they only got the Lego account because it's an effect of the Toys R Us collapse. Why does Lego America, Denmark, whoever is in charge, think that it was okay for that company to do what they did to the brand without stepping in and saying, look, we do supply them, but we're going to cut off the chain because of blah?
Yeah.
or even stepping in and going, "Hey, look, how can we help?" Like, just they might have done it in the background, and who knows? They might have said, but I don't think so because it would have reached the news. Now, as from a PR perspective, I ran a massive brand. I ran a business that was doing millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
If I did that, I would be shot. You cannot get away with what that company's done and think it's okay. If Lego would ride me about the silliest of things, Facebook posts, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it was, if I did something, Lego would be on the phone straight away. Now, why hasn't Lego gone after them like they go after everyone else?
Yeah.
But
What,
let me ask you a question though. Your business, it was at the time it was just one location, correct?
one location, but I can tell you, we were selling a lot more than what half those bricks and minifigs were selling.
Yeah.
Okay. So with bricks and minifigs, the way I perceive it, me, Corey, the way I perceive it, and not Lego, you have a authorized dealer that's selling your brand, and they're building tons of locations. So much so that they're now rivaling your locations. Your locations are stuck in strip malls and malls in general. You don't have a brick and mortar where people can just go to. You have to go to a mall in order to get to a Lego store. Bricks and minifigs, you can literally drive around and you can run into one. So if I'm Lego and I'm seeing the Titanic, so to speak, hit the iceberg, I ain't sending out no rescue crew. I'm gonna watch that bad boy sink and say, hey, we're not bricks and minifigs. They're just selling our Lego. We don't tell them how to do business. They're doing business on their own. We're still Lego. We don't ask you to do any of that stuff that bricks and minifigs is doing. So come see us. That's how I see it.
So I got a question for you, Corey. So you seen the movie, and this is a bad analogy, so excuse me. The views and opinions and all that stuff, blah 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 blah. Right, so
there you go. You're learning.
Have you watched American Gangster?
Yes.
And Frank White said, "Hey, look, this here is my product. It says it says blue blah blah blah. That means that's the guarantee. That's the seal. It's guarantee. I guarantee that."
Yeah.
Lego, you need to guarantee that. No matter who sells your product, you need to guarantee it. And what happened with BAM, you should have stepped in. You should have stepped in because because you know that eventually BAM will be gone. BAM sinking. And
BAM as a brand, boom, see you later. They just killed themselves.
But what happens? We, as human nature, we want to blame somebody, right? We blame the big corporations. We blame somebody. So it's the corporation of BAM. After BAM goes down, well, Lego was supplying BAM, so Lego's the problem too. So
Lego's hands is clean.
It is clean.
The way that
and I know it's
the way Corey's wording it. Yeah, but see, the way Corey's doing it is smart, right? So I don't know if you guys heard, in Australia, we have a theme park called Dreamworld. Now, Dreamworld had a massive accident. People died, right? Like, it was bad. It made worldwide news. That particular ride was at 1 million theme parks. They closed it worldwide, even one at Disney, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Lego opened a store. Yeah, so Lego opened a store at that theme park, like maybe it was around that time or just before the accident happened, right?
Yeah.
Or just after the accident. Mm-hmm. Lego just said not one word because that accident killed like 3 or 4 people. It killed a lot of people, right? So, like, Lego didn't say one word, and I can understand from a brand standpoint, but what I'm saying from my personal experience, every year they would give you a thing that would be like this thick with brand awareness, blah, 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 brand standards, all this stuff they put in there, every year to get thicker and thicker to the point when one last year there, it was like this. So like brand, you know what I mean? Like it got to the point where it was just like, so when does Lego say you got to abide by it? Like, it's a standards thing, right?
Yeah, if you selling our product, you're gonna abide by our rules. And now
I don't agree. I don't agree they're going to punish franchisees. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's a good move. But someone has to be held accountable. And the fact that Bricks and Minifigs are still standing as a brand, I would be. Trust me, if I was in America and I was a lawyer right now, I would be nuking that brand.
But that's the thing, because it's in America, their brand is going to stay afloat until that court case is settled. And if they settle out of court, then Bricks and Minifigs look guilty. If Bricks and Minifigs go into court and they drag this thing through court and they come on the other end of it, scot-free. Look at OJ, for example.
Yeah.
OJ should have been done.
He should have
But
been
he
done.
came right at the end. The verdict was not
sloppy
guilty,
police work. Yeah, it was sloppy police work, and that's the only reason why he got off.
and he was good. He still did movies.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm too white for this conversation. My skin color does not justify this conversation. I don't want to say anything about that court case. I'm just pulling stumps, right? It's like
it was sloppy police work, and then the dude that was handling the case was a known racist. Like he was part of groups, and the defense ate that up, and so they discredited him from the jump, so he couldn't even say nothing. And so then everything else, how they handled evidence, all that. So he did it, but they couldn't prove the case because a lot of stuff got thrown out because it was mishandled. And so I feel like Corey, what's Corey saying is that Bam had mishandled. Like I feel like even the defense on this is probably going to mishandle this case. If Bam come out on the other end of this unscathed, it's because the case was mishandled.
Yeah, and all he got to do is do some PR. And one of the things, and me and Mel talked about this. One of the things that could salvage Bricks and Minifigs, the CEO and the COO has to step down.
They have to,
and they gotta sell it to someone else, and they gotta be completely untethered by it.
Let me tell you, all they're gonna do is you hire a board of 7, 6 people, maybe 4 people. You hire a board, and the board is making the executive decisions, and the CEO you can go back and go set my ties and let your money make your money, because and you can stay out of the limelight. So you still own it, but you're saying that the board makes all the executive decisions and they own it. So and that's probably what's going to happen. They hide themselves in the shell, and you got this board of people that start, and I bet you that's exactly what's going to happen.
I'm happy to be on the board and just nuke everybody. I don't care. I'll give him my input and be like, "You're fired. See you later." Boop, out the door.
Well, there's a positivity to that, Corey. I know you're a Marvel person. The board locked Tony Stark out one time, so.
I actually saw Supergirl today, and it's actually not bad.
Not bad. All right.
I'm going to be seeing that. I'm hoping to see that this weekend. So yeah, I've heard some good things. It's real 90s vibe type of
it's
thing.
Like, so, James Gunn has put his magic on it. You're like, oh, this is James Gunn.
Yes.
And I know it's not Marvel, but Spider-Man's coming out in about a month, so we'll see. If I survive Europe summer, I'll be seeing Spider-Man.
All right.
So does this mean, Mel? Does this mean this is going to be not a good 5 minutes? It's going to be a full episode now.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the main topic that we've been talking about, like we hit it. That'll be the 5 minutes, and then this will stand alone by itself. Like But we good.
This is what happens. This is why Mel doesn't get me on too much, because it ends up being like a 45-minute conversation.
You know what? A lot of our conversations end up being like this, right? And I have to put a separate, post a separate video. So.
But you know what? I think it's going to be interesting. I'm visiting Lego, I think, at the end of July. I'm there. So I'll be interested to see what they say about it. I've been fortunate enough when I've sold the business, I've been working with Disney and DC and Lego and all sorts of crazy companies, right? So, it's going to be interesting. From a brand standpoint, I think Lego's silence says a lot. I think if it was me, I would be standing up because I know what their brand awareness is, but I understand why they didn't.
Yeah.
Now, from a Lego Masters standpoint, I don't think them not including people like you and Corey is wise. I think it's a bad move. I think, in the world of the internet and the world of public relations, to me, that's a bad PR move because to me, it looks like it's another white season. I can say it, right? I'm the skin color. I can say it.
I mean,
there'll be no backlash for me. There'll be backlash for you guys, but no backlash for me. So I'm going to say it. It's whitewashed.
Yeah.
And I don't care. I don't care if it burns bridges with Lego Masters. I don't really care. At the end of the day, let's be honest. The reason why we become successful as humans is about having difficult conversations. Yeah, and this is a difficult conversation that needs to be said. And I don't care what anyone says. I was never on the show, I'm not talented enough to be on the show, but I have input. And at the end of the day, for me, it's bad that they decided to not include Corey. Corey won a season.
Yeah. and not only that is that it's bad. 2 points. The first point is that like it's bad for them because you have minority families that love that show and watch that show, and so
Yep.
I tune into that show as a Black family, Asian family, Hispanic family, and I'm looking and there's nobody on that show that look like us.
But even Hispanic, like, come on, like
Right, like they got so, but
we
not
have
only that,
a
not only that is that like the Corey situation, they never plan for him. Like usually the cup winner, they go to events and stuff like that. They did nothing with him. All his opportunities were created by him.
well, because at the end of the day,
Mhm.
I recognize Corey's a businessman. I get it, right? But it's harder, and I'm mad. I can say it. My skin color gives me an advantage. I can walk in a room and I know I'm going to be okay. I can walk into a store, regardless of where I am in the world, and I know that I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, for someone that looks like you and Corey, you're walking into a store in America and people are all of a sudden looking at you funny. Like it's,
Yep.
you know what I mean? Like
It doesn't help that I decided to grow my locks, because I'm sure if my hair was clean cut like it was on season 1, probably been different. I'm sure.
yeah, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter what you look like. You should be treated equally.
It shouldn't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
And what about your Mel's kids and your kids, Corey? Like they want to see people that look like them on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: is
Like-
that people who are in power, and even in Marvel, people who are in power stay in power. They never share the power. Look at Tony Stark in the Infinity Gauntlet. Look at Thanos. They have to. Somebody has to take that power away from. Unfortunately, because they want the power. They never share the power. And here in America, the person that's in power wants to stay in power. And they don't want to share the stage. They don't want to do it.
Well, and these conversations need to be had, and a lot of people go, "Oh, we'll be saying it," especially like the minority, like the white major majority people are always the ones that are like, "Why do we need to have these conversations?" Well, we do because we're not the same.
Yeah, we're not. Life is totally different. Like you said, credits are totally different. Like I know, Rick. I know that whatever I do, either in my professional life as public safety law enforcement or my Lego stuff, if I do something like outlandish, they'll never look to a Black person again. It won't have to be me. They'll never look to a Black person again.
And like I know that I don't get looked at funny. Like I look funny, but I don't get looked at funny down the street, right? But someone like you guys straight away, and you see it. Like even I've been guilty of it in the past, because it happens. That's sort of the stuff from being a kid. That's what you get taught, and you have to break that cycle, right? But I don't know, man. It's just disappointing what Lego Masters has done this year. When I was speaking to Geordie about it, I've seen him a fair bit. Now I'm going to say this so he doesn't get into trouble. He hasn't spoiled the show for me. My information hasn't come from Geordie.
Yeah.
But after seeing who's on the show, I've sort of made comments, and he's like, "I know," because I'm like, "What? We're not doing color this year."
Right.
Like,
look, Rick, I'm so apt to pull this guy and be like, hey, look, because we always talk about, we're going to go to Brickvention. We're going to go to Brickvention. I'm so apt to pull this guy just because it is to go to Brickvention and see everybody in their face. Just to let you know, we're here. We're here.
Well, it's funny, right? Because, I'm a nobody now. I'm nobody in the Lego world, right? So now, from an outsider looking into the Lego world and the Lego Masters universe, I laugh at the stuff that goes on in the background, because I know there's some contestants in the US and Australia and around the world who shouldn't have been on the show but fell on the show.
Yeah.
Because of personality, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, for some reason, those personalities always get the attention, and I can't figure it out because they don't know how to build.
Yeah.
And I won't say who, because if I do, it's going to cause a lot of trouble.
we know what you're talking about. There's a few, and I'm not speaking to our season, but there's a few that like you said, had no idea about a Lego at all, and they probably shouldn't have been.
There's people.
It was like boom, so it's like you're on.
There's people who have been on Lego Masters throughout the years in Australia, and the US is guilty of this, that were shown how to build Lego before they got on the show.
Yeah. Yep. They had
so
yeah.
I'm not the best Lego builder. I never said I was. I was a smart businessman. That's all I really was. Right now, at the end of the day, Like the talents that someone like you and Corey have is completely different. The fact that they decided not to use you guys this season or even last season, I don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind it, and we'll never understand, right? Because the
They didn't
people,
want to lose.
the powers that be,
They didn't want to lose.
the powers that be.
They don't want to lose.
Well, and also too,
They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose to
a
that.
certain somebody who's in power at Lego Masters, and like I've dropped his name a few times so people can figure it out. He likes to set the narrative, and the narrative is as round as my head, right? That's the narrative.
Yeah.
You guys don't fit the narrative because then you make the narrative like this.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the narrative is not easy.
He know we're gonna poke holes through it. We're gonna poke holes through it, and he gonna have problems. That's why. He gonna have big problems.
And I'm so tempted, and I've been running this idea past a few friends. I want to get a few ex Lego Masters contestants and do like a Gordon Ramsay style Brick Masters, where like there's a Gordon Ramsay who's like swearing at them and like throwing Lego at them and stuff.
What is this? What is this? And you throw it up in the air.
And like throwing up the build in the air, like putting Lego in people's head, like you're an idiot sandwich, like just like.
That.
Oh, like like it would do well, but I'm telling you, the Lego police would come after me straight away. But it'd be worth it for the 5 minutes of fame. Let me tell you,
that'd be cool.
I would say this, man. I would say this because I feel like we're kind of kicking the backs in on this season. But I will say this, Jordy. I was a fan of Jordy from the first season, and I thought he was tragically underused by having him come back every season as some gimmick or as a janitor or something like that. I'm like, dude, this he's from season one. Like, put some more respect on him.
Right? Yeah, that's your pioneer.
I had a problem with, I know he's a cool guy. He he loved it, and that's cool. But for me, it's like, I'm like, all right, man. All right. The first time it was funny. The second time, okay. And now you're making this not to where it's like people don't even know he was on the first season. Yep. He's just a guy that was always in the background that just jumped in and came to the doors and everything.
I've got conversations. Look, there's still a Lego screen. I've got conversations on my phone when he wore that stupid green suit on TV. Yeah. And I'm texting him like, bro, that suit doesn't do you any favors, man. Like, why are you wearing that on TV? And he was like, I know, don't get me started. You know what I mean? Like, it became the point where I said to him, I hope they're paying you because you are a joke now. You've become like the jester of Lego Masters.
Yeah, I don't like that at all, man. Mm-hmm. And again,
I get it, right?
Twice.
Like they did it with Kale, and regardless of what anyone says about Kale, it doesn't matter what his personality is. They targeted Kale for a few seasons. They would bring him on, make fun of him, which is not cool, right? Like we shouldn't be doing that stuff.
Yeah, you get.
And then then Jordy became like this joke every season, and I kind of had to say to him, like, when do you get your dignity back? Yeah, I understand. I get it, and he works in TV now, and he's got his own like little production company, and I get it, but it's just like I don't understand why they thought let's put him in a green suit that's very, very revealing. On TV, you know what I mean? Like that's like degrading, and I don't think it's. I don't know if that's what the style they're going for. Because to me, we have a television show in Australia called Married at First Sight. It's the most terrible TV show you'll ever see known to man. To me, Lego Masters started to become like that, right? Like it started to become like let's make fun of people, let's put people against each other, let's create drama when there's no drama. Like why do we need that? It's a show about building Lego, and that's what it should be about.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, but I'm happy that he's finally back as a contestant, and
I would love for him to reveal what happened on that season because I've heard some rumors, and you guys could probably imagine some of the stuff that went down with that team that he's in because you guys know that team quite well. So but I'd love for him to air it one day, but I don't think he ever will because he would never want to burn the bridge.
No.
Yeah. He shouldn't.
Yeah.
He should. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this season. It's a shame that it's only 4 episodes. It's also a shame that it's the same folks that we've seen time and time again. But it's still I guess it's a Bricktacular special. So I'm looking forward to the builds. I want to see the dynamic of having 3 people on a team. I know our Lego Masters Junior. They did that. They had 1 celebrity and then they had 2 builders that were kids. So I would love to see how the dynamic will work with 3 individuals. I'm expecting for these builds to be, mind blowing because there's 3 individuals that are putting work into one thing.
I tell you what,
you want to hope so.
it makes sense because you figure you only got 4 episodes. The times are probably a lot less now. The build times are probably a lot less. So you need more hands in the pot. So you
Right.
instead of 2, you get that extra person to keep things speeding along. So the only downside about that is probably now you got 3 A-class, personalities where it's like, no, this is my show. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. No, this is my show. I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And now you got that third person. Y'all both wrong. It's my show. Y'all looking at me, and that creates the drama.
Another thing too, they're doing IPs. So the creativity, you don't need to use that much creativity because you're just rebuilding, things that you can find on Google or whatever. So I'm interested in it. I do have some favorites on the show that I do follow. I support them. So I'm happy that they have an opportunity to get back on. I just think that Australia, they were kind of ahead of the game when it comes to concepts of the show, bringing in celebrities. They first did that. Bringing in all-stars, they first did that. Bringing in other Lego Masters from different countries, they first did that. I think they're taking a huge step back doing this particular season because you didn't open it wide enough for more people, So they don't got to worry about nobody coming into their house and beating them because they got Australian folks on every single team. So they don't got to worry about it. Michelle come in.
Yep.
And messed up the game.
Yep, that's it. Yep. They won't let nobody else in. Won't let nobody else in.
They let no one else in.
I have so much to say about this season. Oh my God. I just can't. I know if I say anything that I know what happens, and this is the problem. If I reveal anything, the sniper's going to get me, and you're going to see a death on YouTube right now.
We can run this back when the season is done.
It's funny, it's season 8, but they keep changing the name of the show. They keep changing it. That's funny. They keep changing the name.
Don't be salty just because we didn't invite Crystal back.
I just want to. It's just like like a bad breakup, and then you try to change your number, and she finds your number, and you change your number again.
Look, I didn't say Australians were smart. All right, like you can't. I didn't say Australians were smart. That's just. All I'm saying is all I'm saying is if they're filming US Lego Masters in Australia, the US film studios mustn't be that good. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
I got no words, man. This is a new season. So everything that started with us ended in season 5. This is a whole new host, whole new location. So this is something totally different.
Right. What I do want to know is for the Fox Lego Master season. I ain't even gonna call it US. The Fox Lego Master season. I wonder if we get the Australia time to build, or they keeping things short and giving us the short time as they normally did.
I think they're keeping it short, bro.
I wonder if also too if they use the Australian set or they built the American set. Like
I heard that they have the American set. They ship the set from America. So when
it must be still sitting here.
They just move things around. That's what I heard.
It must be still sitting here in Australia then, because if they're aiming on filming more, if they ever do, it'd be still here. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
that's up to Fox, man. If season 6 airs and it is not a hit as far as Fox standards, I guarantee you Fox is going to drop Lego Masters. There will be no future Lego Masters on the network unless unless it gets picked up, unless that Lego streaming, unless Lego picks it up and they stream it through Lego.
Yeah. I think Fox drop it because like you got The Masked Singer and they're constantly making other like reality TV shows that are probably pretty close to like The Masked Singer. And I think this is probably going to be the last season for Fox Lego Masters. I think this is it.
It's like I'm predicting it's the last season for Australia. I'll be very surprised if they renew it. I'll be very, very surprised.
Yeah.
But Australia makes they get awards. They get television awards.
They do.
Because of the fact that they get awards, that's going to keep it going. Lego Masters.
Yeah, but our award season is like
none.
I don't know. Our award season is like the Florida of TV. It's like the Florida of TV, man. It's like I don't know. It's
Wow.
It's like nothing. It's
Jim
like
Bob, Bill Bob,
here's a shiny
Ricky Bob.
statue that was made. It's called the TV Week Logie Awards. I don't even know if they still make the magazine anymore. Like it was based off a magazine, you know. Like I don't like.
Hey.
It's just
Wow.
I think they just do it because they have to. Because in Australia, and this is where Netflix and Disney Plus get caught out, is that in Australia and Amazon too, there has to be like a 25 or 35% percentage of their programming has to be Australian.
Okay.
So like they have to still make like besides the news is not included in that. Like they have to include X amount of Australian content. I think for the streaming services it's 20% or something like that, right? That's why Amazon make like that's why there's NCIS Australia and all this sort of stuff because they have to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's like we're at a point where they have to do it by law, but I don't know, man. Lego Masters might keep going. I don't think so. Just because it wins a Logie, I don't think it's.
Wow. I think it's the end. I think it's the end for Fox.
Well, I think it's time.
I do think Australia tried to slip the Australian show into the American market. I can see that.
Yeah. So I think.
Man, I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. I'm gonna tell you why. Lego Masters is aired on Fox. Fox is one of the most conservative networks in America.
Yeah, but it's owned by an Australian businessman.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna let you finish. It's gonna be Fox presents Australian Lego Masters.
I don't think it's going to hit. Maybe
is Fox
years. I don't see that hitting.
Yeah, but is the Fox TV channel, is that owned by Disney now or is it still owned by Murdoch?
Fox News is owned by Murdoch.
Yeah, but the Fox TV show is owned by Disney, so it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does make sense. But I don't see them
because eventually what happens
replacing a US based show in their minds with an Australian show.
If you just said it, if they win awards, the Australian show has won multiple awards. And the first, if I'm a producer and if I'm trying to do that, like if I'm trying to extend my money, hey, look, let us take over the Lego Masters. We got a show for you that's already won awards. Give me one season and I'll pump this show in there. And if we don't win an award, you pull it. And I bet you they do. I bet you they do.
I can see this, what you're saying, if they take the concept of Australia's Lego Master and put American builders in it. So the reason why Australia keeps winning awards is because of their format. Their format is a lot different from our format.
Rick just told you that American builders are difficult to deal with. Like they got some out there on that show being difficult. It just told you that. No, it's a couple of them. It's a couple of. We can run it down, and it's a lot of them on season 1 that were very difficult, and you know it. So you got season 2, it was very difficult. So know, if I'm a producer, I'm like he said that narrative.
Hey, I didn't say anything.
Circle, like that circle. If I'm trying to see to the end of my circle, I don't need no interference. And American actors and American TV people, they come with a lot of interference. They do. You do.
They do. But I personally have never seen a TV show that is full of Americans be replaced with a TV show of the same name with people from other countries.
I see. I'm gonna tell you, and it was before you were born too. It's before you were born.
Look, Corey, I'm gonna tell you something, and this is gonna be a news flash to you, right? The world does not revolve around America. I know it's very hard for you to say that. Right, I know it's hard. I know it's like
I'm thinking like.
Let me tell you something. Chris Hemsworth, where's he from? Chris Hemsworth.
He's from Australia, of course. Yeah.
So there was a show called Are You Being Served that played in the 80s. It was a big hit. There was a show called Dark Shadows.
Okay.
It was very, very popular, right? So that, hey, look, we're not going to take a foreign TV show and put it in American mainstream. That's hogwash, man. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. They're going to play this final season of Lego Masters, Fox Lego Masters, as you know it, and then they're going to put the Australian one right in. I guarantee it. I put $1,000 on. I bet you it happened.
I feel like, even if it does happen, I'm just saying, man, the way that this climate is in America right now, I don't see
But-
it
but-
happening.
Corey, when you go to conventions, what do people say to you? What did they say about your show that you were on, and then what did they say about the Australia show? And I'm not saying it
We
because
think the Australian show is much better, but I think it's the format of their show that's much better. I would go to my grave saying that Lego Master Australia has a way better format than Lego Masters US. Number one, I love Will Arnett. It's the Will Arnett show.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
everywhere.
but-
Do not
Yeah,
say
but there's next season is Nick Cannon, bro.
it's going to be the Nick Cannon show.
It's gonna be the kid
And
Nick
you know what
Cannon
they
show.
don't?
It's not going to do well. I'm telling you right now. Nick
It's not.
Cannon on Lego Masters is
Thank
not
you.
going to work.
It's not. It's not going to do well. It's not going to do well at all. It's not.
Bro, I know he's got like 100 kids, but like,
Yeah,
bro,
the
I know
last
it's not going to work.
Right.
No, but there's one other thing I was going to mention. Australia take the time to talk about the techniques that the builders are using, and they take time showing the builds.
Yeah.
Lego Masters US, we do not do that.
No.
We go from what's going on with this team to what's going on with this team, introducing this team. Then we're talking to the Brick Masters. Then we're going back to the host. Then we're going back to the Brick Masters. Then we're going back to the teams. We barely look at the process it took to get from a blank board of nothing to where they're presenting to the judges. We don't do that in America. They do that very well in Australia, and that's why they win. So I can see them taking that format, bringing it to America, and it's going to change the show like that. I don't see them putting Australian folks.
All I'm saying is
people are too
all
patriotic.
the best things come from Australia. We're just going to...
I don't know about
all the
that.
best things.
I think you went a little bit overboard with that.
I want to go to Australia. I want to go. I would never
Right,
forget watching The Simpsons.
Australia is that good. I'm in Europe right now.
Listen, I remember watching The Simpsons. Bart and The Simpsons went to Australia. Bart flushed the toilet, and the toilet spun the other way. And they course corrected it so that it could spin the way that Americans know that it spins. When I saw that, I was
You know
like,
what?
ain't no way that's the truth. I want to go to Australia and flush a toilet right
The funny
now.
thing is, right,
But
this is just us fully forming a full 1 hour episode of a...
toilet water.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mel. You're welcome.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fine. You're welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for saying the things that I couldn't, because if I say it, I look like a racist or like I got to.
No, it's like it has to be said, right? Like I don't
It's true.
care. Like I've always operated like even in my working career. If you this is me. If you don't like a bad luck, like
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, you have to have difficult conversations for us as a society to move forward. And if we don't have difficult conversations, how are we going to move forward? And if we don't have difficult conversations, are we children or are we adults?
Right. Yeah. And that's true. That's very true. And I'm all about opportunities to those that deserve them. And I'm gonna tell you, Emmett All Shine, Lego Masters, you have failed with giving opportunities, especially to that man down there.
Yeah, I don't know, like, and the fact that, the fact that he hasn't been invited, and we've touched on this a couple of times when I've been on the show, like, why haven't he been invited to stuff? Like, I just don't, why doesn't Brickworld pay you guys to travel? Like, this is what I don't understand, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then you got a certain other Lego master that's a barber that's from the US seasons will like pimp himself out to everything.
I didn't say it.
Bro, the car's at an opening. He'll be at an opening of a car wash. I don't know. Like, he's at everything.
Wait. Who are you?
You know who he's talking about. You know he already told you who he was. You know who he's talking about. You know good and well.
I love that dude, man. He a hustler, man. He is a hustler. He's working hard.
I grew up like below the poverty line, Like, I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so I get the hustle and I respect the hustle. But, bro, he'd be opening up a beauty salon if he needed to. Like, this guy's signing babies right now. Like, anything and everything that bro can touch. He's like, yeah, I'm a Lego master. What are you doing here at the nappy place? Doesn't matter. I was on Lego master. Like, it's just like, it's like the biggest hustle. Bro, it's just like, and we've touched base on this before. And,
I didn't say it. Hey, look, I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I had
And
to. I
I didn't have a talk with this man before this podcast.
I had to. Every time I come on here, I always have to sneak that in because I know like it rubs Corey a little bit the wrong way, and I know it's just like bang, it's like a snake, just boom. Like,
That's my bro. Like, I love everybody, man. I want to see everybody thrive, man. I want to see everybody thrive, man. That's
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's it.
that's funny.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's funny.
But yeah, but I mean,
you know, he,
Australia's their season is supposed to air in July.
yeah,
what
4
is it, July
eps. So I think
1st?
it's 4 weeks. I think.
July
I think
5th.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
5th. I think. I don't know. All I know is that when it announced,
Yeah.
I was on the airplane, and then when I landed, I was like, "Oh, they finally announced it," because it's been filmed since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So they filmed it in September, I think, last year.
I've been holding that. And it came.
Oh, interesting.
And usually it airs. This is how you know, right? This is how I know it's the end. Usually they air it around April. So we have Easter. Obviously, everyone has Easter, but we have Easter here in Australia. It usually airs just after Easter in April/May in Australia. It got pushed back to July. Now, to me, that's a weird time to drop in July. Now, I don't know if there's a reasoning. For me, it could be sponsored by a major. Maybe it's sponsored by like Kmart or like our version of Walmart, like Big W, something like that. And they're using it as a toy sale driver, like, you know, toy sales, specials, blah, blah. But I don't know. For me, to drop it in July, that's the end. That, to me, that's the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's like, boom, see you later. Because usually we have Married at First Sight, which is the most viewed television show in Australia. Usually it would be, it's either Married at First Sight or Lego Masters or the other way around. It's usually close. It's usually they're banged together. But this year, no. So which tells me that it's finished. Like, and you know, it's sad, but it's the reality of TV. It costs too much to make.
Cost too much to make, and then like you figure you're flying people in, and that's probably why they went with the minimum on this one. You're flying people in, and that costs money because they thought that if you moved everything to one, location, money, and it's
I really want to say something, but I got to keep my mouth shut. It's like when we're not recording, I just need to get this out of my system, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, keep your friendships.
All right. So Rick James, man, once again, we want to thank you for spending time. I know we told you 5 minutes. It has been an hour and 5 minutes.
That's all good.
We just adjusted the Australian time so it can adjust with you. So that's why we did that.
I'll be honest with you. I know it's going to be weird for talking about times, but I'm going to drop this in here, so I don't care. It's nearly midnight in the UK, so if I've been rambling, that's why.
Okay. Where can people find you if they wanna pick your brain or, you know, send you hate mail or something like that? Where could they find you online?
So contact Mel on Instagram. No, no. So my username is still it's at symbol. I am Rick James. So that's just me. Follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. I do some crazy stuff with other businesses, so you see a bit of spam, but feel free to message me. I respond to everybody. If I don't respond straight away, it's because I'm traveling or doing something crazy. But feel free to reach out. Ask me questions about Lego Masters. I may or may not answer them because I can get into trouble. If you want to know things about Lego, you can message me anytime. I'm happy to answer any questions about the Lego group, which won't get me into trouble.
Yeah, that's all we're about. We're about getting people into trouble, man.